So, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is, where's my phone? It's Friday for sure. Let's get that date. All right, 27. And we are going to see what's available for today. We're not going in with the mindset of something has to happen. We're just waiting for something to transpire based off how price plays out. So, we're going to trade accordingly and wait for things to happen. So, let's go. Fix the volumes, huh? Okay. So there we go with that. So you see the weekly, we're pushing up on the weekly. We have this consolidation right here. Price isn't going anywhere. So, and then you have that same type of consolidation on the 15-minute, but we're below it. So this is weekly price action. If you look at weekly price action, this is how it looks right now. On a weekly standpoint, you had this inversion, you had this confirmation. We broke that initial stop loss this week, and then we're headed to the upside, which is the midpoint of this wick right here at 22,683. So seeing that we're here right now and we had this pullback off of this push up, that gives this consolidation here a key point for us. So this consolidation on the 15-minute, pretty much this whole zone from here to here. So looking at price from this perspective and just seeing how price is going to play out going into the morning. So this will be 15-minute. And also, want to make sure you label it. All right. And then also too, this was a trade from this morning here. A sell off after it pushed down. So this was a 3-minute inversion confirmation. Price put up. You had two confirmations. Took the second one, and then price dropped to the downside. So that's for that. And then I was waiting to see how price is going to play out this morning. So we still got 10 minutes until the opening. So just looking at how price is developing right now. Well, we have this 15-minute chart to where price has this SIBI right here that we can potentially go back to. So we want to see how price is going to play out there. So you can mark this SIBI up. Here. And this will be a 15-minute SIBI. So all my trades, if it's a SIBI, I do minus, and if it's a BISI, I do plus. So now we have that. And what we're doing right now is just getting in line with price. So don't confuse it with trying to overdo or over exude or exert. But basically don't try to overdo it when it comes to price. Especially on a Friday. So we're just finding consolidation and just seeing how price is going to open to that consolidation. And if it gives us that initial push back up into that 15-minute consolidation, or is it going to just fall off? And then looking from here, we have consolidation here as well. So there's somewhere price can want to go. Like we're basically there now, and you see basically we're between this consolidation and this consolidation. It's only a 27-point difference. So there's not much range between those two consolidations. So let's see how price plays out. Let's see the daily on that weekly. So you see how we have that weekly Sibby and Bissy, and then we had that swing high. Price thawed down, but then once price thawed down, look what's sitting right here too. You have this daily consolidation. So we consolidated, broke down, came back up into it, broke above it, retested off of it, and then that's that push up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth day bullish off of this bounce up, off this consolidation. So he's waiting to see how his price is going to play out. We got 7 minutes to the opening. And then especially too, when you're looking at a higher time frame, lower time frame, don't let the higher time frame dictate what the lower time frame is going to do for that time being. Now, overall, you want to focus on which direction of bias you're looking at. But if you're just trying to determine your trade for that moment in time, then base it off a 15-minute, 5-minute, 3-minute, 1-minute, and then kind of scale it from there. So it's waiting. Something that I do see is a swing right here, the swing low. You had this one, then you had this one. So you got this consolidation sitting right here inside of that price ran up off of. So we had it basically showing signs of rejection here, and then we broke below it. Now we're coming right back to it, but we have this SIBI sitting right here on the 5-minute. So let's just see how the opening treats that. We got 5 minutes left to open. I'll be right back. My guy.
Hey,
What's up, my guy?
hey,
Time to get to it, big fella.
okay, hey, I'm trying to let me see where that booty at.
Time to get to it.
What it's looking like today?
By the sea, man. It's Friday, so we taking it slow. We rolling slow. I'm waiting for it to open, see how price gonna open up, and then from there, we'll tackle the day.
I'm on a buy already, nigga.
You wanna buy?
Nigga, I'm already in there, nigga. Fuck it.
Man, you better close that and wait.
Is that all right? You know, I'm just talking shit.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, appreciate that, Jack, too. About let me know it wasn't working, because I did not know it wasn't working. I was there talking to
Yeah,
myself.
no problem. Um, I feel like I don't know how many weeks I am. I think
Uh huh.
this is week 2.
Week
I
two.
said I'm in week 2
Uh huh.
of my combine. And
Where,
so
where, how close
hope
you are now?
hoping
Same spot.
750.
Ooh, okay.
Took took a loss and a win
So
out
you
of
pretty
that.
a little bit over break even.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 750.
So look, I'm gonna show you this. This is my trade from this morning. Right here. So this is my trade this morning. I took a 3-minute
So
sale this
that
morning.
was mine.
It was.
My well, I was on a higher time frame, but my
Oh,
stop loss was too short.
too short. Oh man. See, and two with that, if you know where your trade is, like you're confident, so you use 10 minutes. So if you're confident in your trade on the 10-minute, just drop down to a lower time frame and see if you can kind of like manage your risk. Don't worry about the trade per se on the lower time frame because you already got the higher time frame trade. Just manage it on the lower time frame. And I'm gonna do a class. You gonna be free tomorrow?
Yeah.
We'll figure out a time.
No problem.
I want to do a live class tomorrow and just kind of back testing and going over stuff, kind of this for this week and kind of what to look at.
Yeah. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
I ended up getting stopped out by like a few points, and then it went all the
No.
way down.
Let me see. 10-minute.
I think I was, on the 5 actually.
Uh. Oh. You took. Did you take the first one? The first confirmation.
Let me see. I'm on my phone right now.
Okay. Oh, look at that drop.
Yeah. I took the first one.
Yeah, and see, I was gonna take the first one, but based off of the consolidation, see, it's consolidating right here. I wanted to see it come back to the consolidation, and I'm like, man, if it go past this first one and stop me out, I might as well wait for the second one. So I waited for the second one, and then I got an alert that it said put me in, and then it just dropped down, and I was in and out. Yeah. So
Yeah.
when you got those two, it can be tricky. When you got two of it, it can be tricky. Sometimes it might be better just wait for the second one. The second one may not hit, but I'd rather wait for the second one, see how it plays out, and then go from there. Like even with this, I'm looking at the trade now, and I'm not thinking about the trade that I had earlier. So that's why I put it in a folder. I hide it, and I kind of see like what's going on right now. So you see to the right, we had that 15-minute consolidation. We're breaking right off of that. So now what I'm looking at is just how price is going to set up. So I'm not jumping to conclusion on anything yet. I just want to see how it's going to set up, and then from there we'll base it off of that. So you may not get the trade exactly how you want, but the setup is going to be there. But that two confirmations that can be tricky. So it's really basing it off what you see, and like say for instance that first confirmation is like, okay, let's say for instance, we letting that play out anyway. I ain't about to get in the first 15 minutes. So let's say this was your confirmation right here, right? And the first one you had to risk about 12 points. Now, if you look at the second one high is right here. So that's only 6 points more. So why not risk the extra 6 points if you feel like the trade is really going to ride down? So sometimes
Yeah.
I'll combine both confirmations and just risk the whole thing and put it at the high of the second one, just because of the risk is good. And then instead of me going for a 1 to 3, I'll go for 1 to 2. And then if it goes to a 1 to 3, cool. But that's where it's hit or miss. So that first and second one, and usually I want to see one, and then it runs away from it, and then if it comes back, cool. But if I start seeing 1 or 2, I'm like, oh, okay, which one do I pick? So then that's when it's based
And
off risk and what the market is doing. Go ahead.
normally I honestly normally
Mm-hmm.
just use at least a 20-point thing. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know why this morning I chose not to.
So the one
But
time you didn't follow your
the
rules,
stop
it threw you
loss,
off.
I would have been done right now.
Dang, yeah,
You,
for
you see
sure.
you see all those?
One mini? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Hundred
but I
percent.
took a loss instead. That's why I'm at 750.
No, you get there, man. Listen, just one day at a time. One day at a time. So you at 750. Is your drawdown still 2,000 for today?
My draw. Hold on. No, I've only lost 250 or 260 or 30 today.
So okay, so so you good. You still got 1,700.
Yeah.
So you good. So I would say with the
Yeah.
next trade, the one you see now, just 200 at the most. Go 10 micros, just so you can scale out of it if it don't get too good. So that's what I've been doing lately. Usually, I do one mini, but a lot of times with this
Hmm.
slow market, my mind is used to the fast pace, so I have to like cut it in half. So instead of me dealing with the fatigue of holding one mini and just letting it ride up and down, I do 10 micros. That way, it's still one mini, but I can cut it in half if I need to, if I don't like the risk or if it's not going the way I want. And then two, I like doing the 10 minis because I can add to it real fast. So let's say price is going in my favor, I add five, another five, I scale up as it's moving. So let's say like as price is pushing down and it's making ceilings, every time it makes a ceiling, I add five contracts. But I have to be comfortable with price pushing. If you look at it, the past couple of days, we haven't been getting no crazy moves. It's been 40 points here, 50 points there, maybe 80 points there. So you're not trying to be super aggressive. So you using one contract is still cool. But if you're having it to where it's kind of like how you had it today, and you had two confirmations, let's say the first confirmation you did 10 micros altogether. So you risk your whole, instead of risking 12 points, you risk 18. You could put the first 12 points at 5 micros and the other 12 points at the rest of it. So now you have 5 and 5. So the first one that got stopped out, the second one didn't. You still got 5 micros in there. Then price rise back down. You recover your loss, and you may not make as much as you would have made, but you still would have made something. So it's all a finesse on how you scale out, or scale in. And sometimes I don't scale in at all. I just take the trade and that's it. But it's all based off how you
Yeah.
seeing it. So just don't. You doing good. You doing perfectly fine. Just
Yeah.
don't overdo it.
I need to figure out how to do that on the phone. I've
Oh
been trading on my phone,
yeah.
but
So with the phone, you would do you would do. Let's see, because that'd be kind of different. I had to show you. Let me write it down, and I'll send you a screen recording of how to do it.
okay.
Let me put it on my notes. Zach phones scaling record. Yeah, I'll record that for you, and then I'll put it in there. So I'll send it to you. I either send it to your classroom or I can send it through Discord. But I might send it to your classroom because it'll be a lot easier.
Either is fine. I really
Okay.
don't be on Telegram that much.
Okay. So yeah, I send it to you personally. Then let's see. Okay, so see how we getting this retracement right back into this consolidation right here. This is when everybody thinks it's going to shoot up, but you have all of this in the way. So what I'm looking at right now is this 15-minute um SIBI right here. So 15-minute ceiling. I want to see how price is going to push up into it, And then from there, I'm still not jumping to conclusion, because if you look at price from a market structure standpoint, we had basically this high. If you want to look at the most recent push, this high, this low, that new high, this new low. So I want to see how pricing is gonna go up inside of this. So if I did a daily range, it'll be from here to here. So now you're looking at it like this. So we in a premium now, which is good. But I want to see some type of high taken out, and then that'll give me kind of more of a like, okay, let's take this a sell model to the downside. Now, could you take a sell off of the imbalance and just take it down? Yeah, but I like to see the model play out. And I'm not trying to be super aggressive in the market today at all, especially Friday. I'm not trying to end the week bad. That's something you always want to focus on. If it's not an A plus plus trade, especially on a Friday, I'm straight. Especially in your predicament where you're sitting at 750, you don't want to end it. It's like, man, I was down 250, now I'm down 5 or 6 off of a bad trade. It's different if everything played out like it's supposed to. The setup was there, everything was like it's supposed to, and it just didn't play out. But if you're just taking it just because, no, that's how you get chopped up. So now I like how what this is doing. What this is potentially doing is making a high that we can come back to target. That high gets taken out, and then the model happens somewhere up in here, and then it goes back to the downside. That'd be cool. And then that'll be a sell out of this consolidation. But price will have to close this body of the candle and see now it's running away. So either it's going to run away and keep going to the downside, or it's going to push down, and then we kind of stall out, push up, take out that high, stall up inside of here, create that sell model, get an inversion and confirmation, and we head to the downside. And we're taking it off of that 15-minute. But price has to play out like that. But this is how you want to pre-plan for that. So you're not just jumping anything, because you see this 5-minute high, but then you see how the 15-minute setting up. The 15-minute is just a candle that's wicking back and forth off the opening. So you're not jumping to conclusion on anything. And then also too, let me show you guys what this is, the daily. So this morning, like I said, when I first jumped on, I was just talking about the weekly and how the weekly been set up. So you had this high here that was taken out alongside these highs here. So all these highs were considered just a break and a sweep. So it took out the high, stalled around here, basically consolidated, and then we dropped to the downside super hard. But once we dropped, what did it take out? It took out the low here and here that took out this high. So from that, then this whole push up for weeks has just been basically going towards the high that was taken out, that was made. So now that we're targeting the high and we're almost there, you don't want to jump to a conclusion on, okay, it's about to just sell off super hard, because we're so close to a high that it's already at. Price can just finish that high off. Now, what I did was show that we had an inversion. So once this high was taken out here, we had an inversion on the weekly, and then from this inversion, we had this confirmation. So when we had these two, price was stalling off inside of here for a couple of weeks. And then this week we broke through, and then this was the initial stop loss. So the fact that we broke that is showing signs of bullishness. Now this weekly candle isn't done yet, but the likelihood of it retracing super hard and the body closing below this initial stop loss, who knows? You never know what can happen with price action. But I'm aware that this is happening, so we can look for a continuation up. So me seeing that sell on the 5 minutes to take it to the downside, price can very much break above that and then give us a buy scenario to the upside to go take out this high right here. And this high is at 22,869. So there's a couple of different scenarios that can play out based off of how we're seeing it right now. And that's all from a weekly chart. So all we want to do is go down to a daily chart and make that make sense. And if you look at a weekly chart, we're still just bullish. Now you do have this imbalance that it can likely feel, and that's it pulling to the downside. But that's what I was saying, that seeing it come all the way down to this initial stop loss from where it's at now all the way down, that's 500 points. I don't see price running 500 points today. Could it likely happen to drop out of nowhere? Yeah, it's price action, but I don't see it running 500 points today. So seeing it push up and seeing it's almost there, it is about 200 points away from that high. So now having that mindset is like, okay, do I wait for a buy or do I wait for a sell? Well, in this case right now, we're seeing the market just stall off and then waiting to see what's going to happen based off how it's printing out right now. So if I go to an hourly and look at this same scenario, you have it to where we had this super long wick and we had this rejection off of these two imbalances right here. So now this is somewhere that's holding up price. Like you could use this one for right now and see that this hourly imbalance is holding up price here. So we can label this hourly. And then here, there. So, and we're labeling this, we're not labeling this one yet because we see that one, but we're labeling this one and marking up this one because we're seeing price actually reject off of it. And we're just using it as confluence when we go down to our lower time frames. So now that we have that, we can go back to our 5 and 15 minute and we see that we're sitting at the hourly imbalance and that's where we consolidated at. And now we broke above it with this big old rejection. And remember, we still are seeing the bias of the bullishness to go target that high that was 100 some points away. And then right here, you have this inversion right here. So all that's missing right now in this scenario is that confirmation. Take this magnet off. So now you have two scenarios. Are you looking for a price to go inside of the consolidation to sell off? Or are you looking for price to make this inversion and then confirmation? Because this is a 5 minute. This is not a 15 minute. The 15 minute, in order for it to make inversion, it will have to break this 15 minute that it just made. The same one we're looking for it to bounce off of. So either it's going to break above it, make an inversion, and then a 15 minute confirmation, or you could look at the 5. That's all based off perspective. So how I'm looking at it right now is we're looking to see where is it going to make a BISI at or a floor. Is it going to make it all the way up here after this inversion has happened, or is it going to make it somewhere down here? Well, right now we can't get that because price is overlapping. Everything is overlapping each other. So we don't have a chance for price to make a confirmation as of yet. So now you're just sitting on your hands. Now, what people do or have trouble with is when they don't see something they don't like, they go down to a lower time frame. But that's the problem that you're having, because in order for you to take the right trade, you need to see it on the right time frame. So for me, I want to see these things transpire on a 1 hour, 15 and 5. In that sequence, the hour, you don't have to look for the necessarily the whole model on the hour. On the hour, you're just looking for the direction. Is the candles looking to go up or looking to go down? And then on the 15, that's where you want to see framework. That's where you want to see the model start to play out or show its hand. And then on the 5 minute, you most definitely want to see the model because that's your entry time frame. So from there, I'm just sitting and waiting. So now this is the hard part, and the hard part is waiting. So I can mark up this as my inversion. And I don't want to have too much stuff on my chart when it comes down to marking it up. But I'm trying to make it as simple as possible just so I can understand what price is trying to do. So 5 minute here. Hourly 15. I just want to see how price is going to play out. And then now that we have this inversion, but we don't have any confirmation, that's showing signs that price can very much just go touch that inversion and then blow straight through it. But we kind of want that in a way. The only reason I would say that is because if price pulls back down super hard, then that gives us room for it to go back up and make confirmation inside of this discount. Because right now it's not going to make confirmation inside of a discount. But if it comes down and even sits inside of this inversion or blows through it and then comes back above it, it's still going to make that confirmation that we can use to take to the upside. And if it makes one right now, then you got to be okay with just letting it go, depending on the risk. Now, let's say it was confirmation was up here somewhere, like close to the midpoint, and the risk was super, super small. Like I would say in this type of market, if it was like a 5-6 point risk, super tiny, I take it, because on one mini, that's only going to be $120. And based off of the trajectory of where it can go at, that's well past a 1 to 3. but I'm just looking at the risk. That's the main factor, is the risk. So I'm not jumping to conclusion on anything. I'm just waiting for price to set up, and this is the hard part, especially on a Friday. But we do have this 15 minute setting up. I just noticed this. So this candle needs to close like this. That's 10 minutes till. That's a long time. So we just need this candle to stay like that. But the thing is, this is a lot of risk, because if this was a confirmation, that means that your risk will have to be your risk will have to be a lot. Let's just say that it had to be at least 46 points, because it had to be the low of this middle candle, which would be confirmation. Now, am I trying to risk 46 points? No. Yeah, I can see it going up a lot. Even to the high of this daily range, that's only maybe like 60 points. Yeah, 56 points. So that's barely a 1-to-1, or a little bit over a 1-to-1. So in that case, I'd rather wait for a lower time frame. But if it does close with a confirmation, we can see if the lower time frame, like a 5 or 3 minute, gives us something inside of that to go off of. But if you're looking at it from that standpoint, and your stop loss is not going to be at the initial stop loss of that confirmation candle, you got to be mindful that it could get stopped out. So that's all based off of risk. But this is how you want to come look at your trades every single day. Like my trade this morning, super easy, super simple. And then the market opens, and then now it's kind of wonky. It doesn't know which way it wants to go. And you're expecting a lot of volume, but you don't have it. That's just the market we're in. And it's summertime. So you're not going to get no crazy price action, especially in QQQ or NQ. Let's see here. And then look at that. Look at the hourly. It's just nowhere. And then you look at the hourly yesterday. You had that expansion up. And then now we're just consolidating here. And on Fridays, I am perfectly fine with no trade. 100%. See. And two, also pay attention to price. Like we talked about yesterday, where you're looking at price and you're looking at those levels. Well, one of our levels that we're focused on that's happening right now is the 22,750. It's a key level too, because that's a turning point. So it's a quarter point near 23,000. So that's another 250 points if it wants to break above that and then continue from there. But if we get to 22,750 and then it bounces off of it, let's see how that plays out. So remember we were talking about earlier, that high right here, how price can take out that high, and then we can see some type of consolidation inside of here and then push to the downside. Well, this can play out both ways, because we're looking to go to the downside for it to create confirmation off of this 5 minute, and at the same time we have this which is bouncing off of the 15 minute. But in order for us to look for something inside of here, I'll have to drop down to a lower time frame. And with the 1 minute, I'm not trying to deal with the 1 minute today, especially on a Friday. I go look at it for you guys and mark it up. But honestly, for me, when it comes to Fridays, I want to be on a higher time frame as possible. So me, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15, I stay up in there. Now during the week, I don't mind going 1 minute, sub 1 minute, but on Fridays, I try to keep it on a higher time frame as possible. Okay. Let's see. So now we got the pullback off of that imbalance right now. So let me just show you guys what the 1 minute looks like off of that. And look at that. All those wicks. But look straight to the left. And what do you have right here? That's bouncing off of consolidation. So that consolidation is always a key factor into how you're looking at price. If you can find the consolidation, you can find the origin story. You can see where it started from, and then from there you can build a case. But like I said, today I'm not focused on the 1 minute. It's not intriguing to me. Usually people think about the 1 minute because they know with the 1 minute, they can be in and out of a trade a lot faster. But with the 1 minute as well, it's always having you think of a trade here, a trade there, a trade there. And sometimes you don't want to have that mindset. You want to come to the market. I don't want to take it, or I do want to take it. So in this case, like right now, you can have an inversion and confirmation on the 1 minute taking us to the downside. But if that happened, I'm not interested in that trade. Somebody else can take it if they want. But for me, I'm not taking that personally because that's not what I'm focused on today. I'm focused on simple, easy, not overcomplicated, and a good bias behind it. We have a bias on the higher time frame, which is showing us a push to the upside, but it has to be in a certain format. So we're waiting for that to play out. And like even on the 1 minute, you had here this push down here, which is this inversion right here, and then this inversion and this confirmation right here. So this would have been a trade for about a 15-point risk and taking it to the high of confirmation. I mean, the low of the consolidation, I'm sorry, 13 points, and then the high right now is 38 points. So, but that's not nothing I'm interested in. Okay, now we're running up. So now as it's running up, you can look at this price leg here as it's running up and see, do you see anything that's intriguing and seeing why it's pushing up this high. So if I zoomed in here and looked at the 5 minute and then look to the right or the left, I see this tiny one right here. So here, and then when you have a gap with the body, you want to include the body as well. When you have a gap like that, if you drag that over, that'll be your inversion, and then you have same confirmation from earlier.
So you expect the price to push back down?
So I wanted to push back down to give an opportunity for what I'm looking for, but right now I'm just following price. So just try to see how price is going to play out based off what's happening right now. So this will be the 5 minute, this will be that inversion and then confirmation. There's actually two confirmations, one here and then one here. I'm watching to see how price is playing off these levels for it to go back to the downside. Because if we want to get that push up, we have this 5 minute inversion here, but we don't have a 5 minute confirmation yet. So a 5 minute confirmation could be made, but it's trying to make it all the way up here. What I want to see is a confirmation made down here. So what can happen is price pushes down super hard, either comes back to this 5 minute inversion or probably below it, but then it goes back above it, and inside of a discount, it creates that BISI, which is a floor. And then once it creates that floor, and it's after the inversion, because after the inversion, all that means is just inside of this price leg. So until this push up takes out this high, this is all one price leg. So let's say price pushed up, it came back down, pushed up, came back down, pushed up, came back down, until it takes out this high. This is all one price leg. So they look just like this. They look like that. So I want, if it comes back down and pushes back up and creates a floor, then you can take that to the upside. But also there's opportunity to take it to the downside. But what my thing is when it comes to a trade like this is risk. Is, do I want to take this trade? Now, certain trades I'll take because of the risk. It's so small, like this one right here. If you took the second one, your risk is only this much. So from the second one to the initial stop loss, that's 8 points theoretically. So if you were to risk 8 points initially, and you were trying to take it back to, now you have to find somewhere to take it back to. So let's say I'm trying to go back to that imbalance that I was talking about earlier. So here, so that's a 1 to 5. So I can go 1 to 3, which would be here, and then that could be a trade you could take back to the downside. So it's all about where you're trying to see it go, and then from there you can risk. But that's all about the trade that you're trying to take. So that's why I never entice you to only take buys, only take sales, because depending on what you're seeing and I'm seeing, we can see two totally different things. But the way that I taught you guys is we both can get our piece of the pie if you look at it from the perspective you're supposed to. So like that. I don't take that because the market. Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker coming at with that goddamn switch, pop right on my. I said, God, every time y'all want to do the opposite. I said, no, I need to get two phones. Let me get what trade going this way, what trade going that way. Because no matter what I pick.
But think about it. The trade is already bullish. It's already showing us that we bullish. So if you're trying to sell, then you're trying to counter trend trade. So I was showing them that, I think Wednesday or Thursday, I was showing them basically like you're trying to take a sell, and then the market is showing you that it's buying the whole entire time. So you're trying to go against the market and you don't need to. So in this case, this trade is gone. But it's not because oh, we didn't catch it. It's because it's not playing out like you want to. So for me, this is too much stuff on my chart anyway. But if you look at it, go ahead.
It broke. If you say you wanted to break that, you want to take out that high.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That bitch that doing the funky Watusi. God damn. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't looking at the market in a while.
Yeah, man.
But I'm looking at it right now, like just looking at like day at a time. Like, that's a high. That high right now is higher than it's been for the past couple days. Huh?
This one, yeah, it's there. It's been a long time. I think all-time highs is 23,000, so it's getting close.
That bitch been on the up and away.
Now think about it. Like, everybody talking about all this stuff with war and all this stuff, and this price has been going up the whole entire time.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense, but it make all the sense.
Yeah, because the war don't mean nothing. Shit. Price go up. You know what I'm saying? Price go up when you know what I'm saying? Like, especially with tech companies, like, oh, war. I mean, we need to start. Every time I'm going to war, we need this.
You gotta spend more money. Yep.
The military gonna need this shit. Yeah. Motherfucker need microchips. Motherfucker need computers. Motherfuckers need everything.
For real. For sure.
Not for real, but
Mm-hmm.
like shit. They need all that shit.
The tech. Yep.
Brand new stocks and draws. It's time to push back down too.
Yep.
I just want to check on the 1 minute time frame just to see what it's doing.
Yeah.
Just because I know.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I know if I said like, oh yeah, it's going up, I better get a buy. Turn it heard me like, all right, push it down, that nigga ride it. He think he can get in and get a dollar. Not today.
Listen, especially not a Friday, man. You definitely want to do that on a Friday. That's why I marked this consolidation. We've been looking at the consolidation, and I was saying earlier, either we're going to retest it, like we're going to come into it like it did here, and then pull back down and continue down, and then that probably would have gave us that confirmation we were looking for. But the fact that price is pushed up, that's already showing us what we were looking at this morning when it comes to that high that it can go to. It's already headed there. So now in this case, with market structure like this, you can kind of look at these levels. So what most people do, they try to keep the levels on their chart and they use it to bounce off of. With me, depending on price, I'll take these levels off. because now that high is taken out, I want to focus on new price action. So I'll take all those off, and then just focus on when it's gonna be done, when it fades out and then comes back down, and then see how it plays out there. So right now, this is a 5 minute.
I mean that high just got took out again. I mean
Uh,
the new pen. I'm on the 1 minute. It's pushing higher than that.
yeah. Oh, 100%. It's gonna push higher than that on 1 minute for sure.
This motherfucker. I like to look at the 1 minute. I like to see candle by candle. Like okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, what's going on? Then I switch it. Like okay, what for the past? I mean, you could tell by you ain't even gotta.
Yeah, you could tell. Like you could tell by the
Yeah.
5 minute, 3 minute candle how it plays out. But then look at the hour the whole entire time.
Let's see what the fuck going on with the hour.
The hours tell us the whole entire time what we're trying to do, because it was just sitting at that imbalance the whole entire time. So that's why if it would have came down, made that confirmation, would have been confident in that confirmation because of the 1 hour. It was sitting at that floor the whole entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you look at the 15 minute broke that hourly imbalance, but the hourly didn't. So whatever time frame you have that imbalance on, you focus on it on that time frame. Don't look at an hourly imbalance and then look at it on the 15 minute. No, watch it on the hourly, but also know what's happening on the 15 minute. You just correlate the two. So that's why even though it broke it, I don't look at it like, oh, it became an inversion. Like, no, it didn't break it technically because it's on the hour.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to refresh it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm probably gonna do a live Saturday. I want to do on Saturday and just kind of go through some things. I'm trying to pick a time. Cause I wasn't recorded, but I'm like, nah, I'd rather go live. So I'm gonna figure it out today. I'm gonna post it and see. But yeah, for sure. Like the consolidation is the biggest part. If you find consolidation, you're gonna be straight majority of the time. I promise you. Just find consolidation on a 15 minute consolidation. You find that you straight. You're gonna have to do some waiting, but you'll be good.
What you call it? I be looking. I'm like, as I said, I'm like, okay, this. But I be forgetting like, what the fuck am I looking for? Like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that's it. Then next thing you know, you know what I'm saying? Nigga drop the soap, butter the flow. God damn, God
Bro.
damn.
But that's how I be though. You just simply gotta wait for the right trade. That's all. That's literally it.
And I be so, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I just gotta. For me, I'll hit the. I'll be like, okay, it's $50, and then get out like $50 ain't enough. Like, just let it be enough, nigga.
It's
Like,
enough, man.
yeah, I
It's
know.
a
But
it's
I hate
enough.
because instead of being up $50, then leave down 150. Like, God damn.
Especially on a you compound it. Like all it takes is you have let's say you got a super small account and you got $50 days. You need three of them. You get 150. You take one trade and you can double that. You just compound it. Even if you took three trades, made 150, taking out 50, and then that next trade you didn't risk the whole 50, you risked 100, and then you risk 100 with a good one and three. Now you make 300. So now you turned that 150 into 450.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I just really need to just okay, right? Just do $50 a day for 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll try to do $75. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, it's like just something slow, but
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying. And nigga,
You just
and
realize
nigga
how
be like,
fast it can happen. That just can happen
you just
quick.
taking it one day at a time. Like you just
Mm-hmm.
taking it one day. I'm over here like shit. Once I make 50, because then like you make 50, like well, shit, $50 ain't enough for a day.
Mm-hmm.
But like, Ryan, just this is just a one piece of income. Just
Mm-hmm.
let it ride. Like, god
And
damn.
see, the thing is, if you're risking 50, that's technically 100, 150. So if you think about it differently, if you just only risk 50 based off the trade, if you do one micro, that's 25 points. Just find a trade that's giving you 25 points and it's giving you at least 70, 50 to 75 points. Boom.
Yeah.
That happens all the time. So it's just how you look at it.
Yeah, I know. I know because I know that all the time. Because I just have to be on the opposite end.
Mm.
And I lose that 50 points quick. I'm like, God damn.
Swear.
Let something make it sometimes. Shit.
Let me make it sometime. For sure.
Somebody else, another account, like, look, whatever trade I take, you take the opposite. I guarantee it's going to
I guarantee. Listen, and then It'd be funny like that because it'd be people trying to hedge, so they'll do a buy and a sell, and then that junk will be happening, and they still be losing. Like I don't even get it. Like, that's how I be, man.
I don't even get it.
I don't even get
He said because you lost, it
it.
calmed down.
How you lose twice on two different positions?
That's me. That bitch be playing ping pong on my ass. Bye.
Yeah, man. That's that 1 minute.
What's up, Papa? Yeah.
That's why you want to find that consolidation. So most times you're probably inside of this because what it is this. Like if you look at this price action right here on the 15 minute, if you look at this on the 1 minute, look how intriguing it looks. Like let me see, look at that. It like so many opportunities. I could have bought there, sold there, bought here, sold here, bought. No, that's not how it works. That's not trading. You're gambling. That's not how it works.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. So this motherfucker still. See, for me, sometimes I gotta pull the candle down, like, cause I have it like spread, so I can see
Mm-hmm.
it better.
Yeah.
It look like, oh, this motherfucker doing big, like,
Too
pull the
zoomed
candle down
in.
a little bit.
Yep. Too
Yeah,
zoomed in.
pull the candle down a little bit. That motherfucker, that's consolidation. That motherfucker
Um.
stretching like a trade, nigga. That motherfucker stretching all the way like
Yeah.
Fantastic Four. God damn.
And then you'll notice the bigger moves like the consolidation when you look at your phone, even if you look at it from your phone, like as soon as you hit that auto button where it like puts the chart back like how it's supposed to, you'll go see right then and there where consolidation is at. So my eyes go right to it. Okay, there's consolidation, mark it up. Okay, wait. There's consolidation, mark it up. Okay, wait. Like even last night going into this morning, I was looking at it this morning. I woke up like maybe like 1 o'clock. So it came back down, just woke up real fast, went to the bathroom, looked at it, and then I seen this consolidation right here. Right there. I seen all that. And then it bounced right off of it, and that was that whole push up. I'm like, what? And I'm like, ooh, this look intriguing. I'm like, nope. That's what happened when you try to fight your rules. And if that would have played out and I would have made money on it, that's not good because it's giving me bad habits. And then those bad habits are even bigger bad habits. So it's about forcing those habits every day, single day in those rules.
Why would that be against your rule? What rule you had to
I don't
follow?
trade. I don't trade until now, and I just changed my rules because I usually trade coming from the gym. So right after where I go to the gym and I trade at the gym. Now I don't trade at the gym. I just wait till we go live. And I don't like trading. I don't like taking trades during live because you get the back and forth. But it's a teaching moment, and I'm able to trade with you guys. So I'll just wait until the market opens, and we'll take a trade.
London session because I couldn't sleep for a
Uh huh.
couple of weeks. So I like fuck around in London session. That's when I
No,
was
London session is perfect. London session is cool. It's just early.
fuck around. Goddamn Americans. My whole shit went to shit. Fucking with these goddamn Americans.
Goddamn
Damn,
Americans.
these got bullish motherfuckers up here. Just do what the hell they want.
Eat what they want.
Yeah, eat what they want. Yeah. I did
Oh man.
a bowl yesterday.
Man, listen, boy, I was whooped. That was my thing. I was just telling him this morning. I'm like, because I didn't see the messages until this morning when I got up. So I'm like, y'all went bold. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't doing that one.
Nah, we didn't go.
Oh, okay.
You
I
wasn't
didn't get done teaching until like
you wasn't
10
responding.
something. Huh?
Yeah, you wasn't responding. And Charles talking about, I can't go, Big Daddy. I'm like, you acting like a sissy, nigga. I said, nigga, let's go, man. He told me
Yeah,
he had to go do school nights.
I was teaching from 7 till 10. It was like 10 something. And then once I got off the phone teaching, I talked to my daughter. So I was that whole time, and I didn't think about it. I didn't even see it. And that's why I went to bed, woke back up. Bowling.
They number the day and a half away.
Man, I might go tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie. I need a practice day.
Man. Come on, man. Don't say that. We can go
No, I'm
tonight.
for real.
We go tonight, man.
I gotta teach tonight. Oh, trust me, if I didn't have to teach, I would. So I'll be done with that. What?
You
10?
gave me an extra hour yesterday. You gave me an extra hour yesterday. Go on, just make a video for them today.
Nah. Right. But yeah, I'm gonna go probably tomorrow. I don't know what time. But I want to go before Sunday. But for sure. And look at this price. Ooh.
Where my phone at? Oh, put my phone down somewhere.
Nice push up. Now,
Pushing.
So look, this is that price I was talking about earlier. Right here. And we are 50 points away from it.
Nigga, I get on the bar right now, shoot it down right now.
Well,
I get you a sale.
good luck.
I can make a sale happen for you right now.
Listen,
Give me the word.
listen. This is gonna be you. After that happens.
What did he say?
I'm telling you. Tony, if I click buy right now, that bitch will shoot all the way to take out whatever you pick a low. I'll tell you which one to take out. If I click buy
Boy,
right now, I tell you which low it'll take out.
no, your heart gonna be. Would you hit that button?
That's what I'm saying. I said if I click buy, that bitch will go to a sale so quick.
In a hurry. So,
Hurry, that's what I'm saying.
so
I'm
short story about that. I used to deal with that all the time, but I thought the market seen my computer. I thought it seen when I hit buy or sell. I'm like, this can't be real every time, and it's just like I was reading price wrong, and I was always counter trend trading. That's basically how I developed the sell model and buy model that we use now, because I was always trying to do the opposite. But I didn't realize I was trying to catch the bigger trade because I didn't want to be in drawdown. So our model is a reversal model. So when it changes over and you get into it, you want it to run. If you get into it and it ain't running, I don't like it. So that's like an indicator right then and there. So people see this and like, man, I missed it. You didn't miss anything. If you have to go all the way down to 1 minute to find an entry on this and you can't see it on the 15 or 5, that's not what you want, big fella. Because that means nothing is correlating.
But I want it.
Only thing that you had in your favor was that hour candle. But with that, you'll want it to correlate down from the 15 to the 5 to the 3 to the 1. So if that would have made that imbalance, if that 5 minute would have made that imbalance right down inside of here, perfect, bingo. But the fact that it didn't, and you got to be okay with them rules. Otherwise, you'll fall for anything. Nickel and diamond.
That flow got butt on it, nigga. Fucking stomp on that bitch, nigga. Trying to walk. I be, cause I'm like, God, come on. Cause I get like, and that's how I know I was gambling. Cause I get like that when I gamble. I'm like, nigga, fuck it, nigga. You gonna do it? Take it all then with your bad ass.
See? No, forget that, man. Remember, I was telling you that's the last thing you want to do.
I get frustrated, like, nigga, y'all, this is what y'all gonna do.
See, and that's what the model is supposed to take away. That now that doesn't mean that you ain't gonna deal with it in the trade, but the fact of like, okay, man, like, should I get in? Should I get up? Should I get in? Should I get out? The model answers all of that. You're just waiting for it to set up the right way. Like even just now, like you can see it pushing up. You can see that this imbalance right here, right now in the 5 minute. You can see it's probably going to touch this and then probably continue up. If it makes a swing low and then it takes it out, and you can find it on a smaller time frame for a continuation, that's all you. But just know that price can pull back to that consolidation. So it's all about perspective. Like, because I can't tell you, like, don't trade the 1 minute, don't trade this, don't trade that. You can trade what you want, because as long as you use the model the right way, it's all you. It's all you. But for me, I just learned how to wait. That's the part that I didn't have. I didn't have no patience. It was always get in, make a lot, close it. Forget that, man. That junk is dangerous.
But I was fucking a lot. I was in there just getting like a newborn baby getting his ass popped. Boy, I was in there just handle rough. I said, God damn.
So look, think about it. How many trades you take that day, or just in general?
Shit, I don't know how many grains of sand on the beach. I took a lot. I took a lot, nigga. I was fucking around, Tony.
See?
I was fucking around.
No.
I know because I was in that bitch. I'm like, damn, okay. I was holding. Matter of fact, I just take that bitch. I was holding like, okay, but that bitch failed. All right, look at it. Okay, fuck it. Let me get on this. Cause I'm like, I got my fucking what's this shit called? My
Trader rate?
range.
Oh, okay.
I got the dealer range. I'm like, okay, bitch is in the premium. You know
Uh huh.
Now,
And you
you
did
know how
what? You sold it?
yeah, well, I'm trying to, I'm catching, I'm trying a sale, and that bitch like it shot down. Like, okay, okay, it's down 12 points. I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
$24. That bitch said right back up. I said, come on now, ain't no way. That bitch like it was breaking through, it was breaking through a ceiling. Like, come on now. Every
Uh.
time, motherfucking ceiling turned to a flow, flow turned to a ceiling. Everything's going, everything's going the opposite way of what I'm trying to do.
That's a higher
I
time
said,
frame, man. That's the higher time frame. Like literally, every time I've seen a trade, my mom be like, "Tony, go look at the 15 minute." Even when I'm on a lower time frame, go look at the 15 minute. Just go look at it real fast, see what's going on. Because if you don't look at it, and you just take a trade and you didn't look at the 15 minute at all, you mess around and get smoked. And then boom, right then and there, you like, man, I thought I had it. That's how I beat every single time. Every single time. That's why I don't be rushing for nothing. I just wait for stuff to play out.
I know that be my thing. I'm like, God damn, I'm trying to catch something. Well, I got time to catch something. Like I ain't just looking at it.
And see with that, if it's not, if the model is not there in your time, then it ain't your trade. Simple as that.
But I want some money, Tony.
Hey man,
But
you want it the right
you
way.
got me. I know. That's what I'm telling. That's what I said. Let me stop because I'm gonna keep doing what the fuck I'm doing. Let
Mm-hmm.
me stop.
Yeah, and that's what this is for. That's what all this live is for every single day, is to show you what patience can do for you. Like, I'm not trying to come on here and make $1 bajillion. I'm literally trying to just walk you through everything, the steps, and just so you can see how I'm looking at the market or how I'm progressing it. And then from there, your trades or how you're seeing your trades are going to be through that process of how I'm documenting stuff or how I'm looking at it. And then you're going to see things that you like based off of how you're seeing it. Now, for me, I'm going to be picky with my trades because, like I said, I like trading in the morning at 6. So the fact that I'm trading at the market open, I'm going to be more picky with my trades. Now I might have bigger trades just because. So what I mean by that is one of threes that go a lot more. But if you had to ask me, would I rather trade now or in the morning early? I would trade in the morning early. But I know everybody doesn't wake up that early. So
Shit, that's
I
why
would.
that paper. I wish it would. It's the
But
OG.
I was thinking
It's the first.
I might do an early stream, like early one, maybe like it ain't gonna be that long though.
But I prefer that. Like, say, if it's like, especially with live trading, I prefer
Uh huh.
whatever time frame you on, that you be having the most success with it. I'd rather be on a higher time frame. I mean, on that time frame with you.
Hmm.
That way we just get the shit and get it done. Cause I would just wake up and go back to sleep.
Nah, man, you gotta do. It's work to do. It's a whole lot of work to do, man.
But I'm talking about like, okay, like you up,
Hmm.
like say you oh well, you trading at 6, like well shit, nigga at 6, like if you get your trade for the day, you can get you a nap later. You know what I'm saying?
But think about it.
Like
My trade already done. I took my trade this morning.
that, that's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
I'd rather wake up early with you, get the
And
nap
two,
later.
on the live, I'm not gonna tell you when to hit buy or sell. There's always context clues on how I explain it because I don't want to enforce your trade. I want you to see it for yourself because I know when I start saying buy here, sell here, that's going to influence you to not focus on the trade and just focus on when to hit buy or when to hit sell, when to get out or when to close it. I want you to see it for what you're seeing and build off of that because the way I'm trading and the way you're going to trade are going to be different. I've been seeing the same market for 5 years. I want you to see it how I'm seeing it. So that's why I just try to explain it as the market is developing. So you can see what I'm seeing. And then based off of that, so somebody can like a 15 minute and don't want to go down to a lower time frame. Somebody can love a 1 minute. Somebody can trade an hour and that's it. Somebody can trade only a certain time period because they only have this time available. So trying to basically satisfy everybody within a short time frame. So I'm only going live for 2 hours. So I might add the other hour, maybe 30 minutes early. I may get on at 6, but that's me. Whoo! I had to come home from the gym and turn live right on. Mm, but I trade at the gym. I'll be at the gym and I'll be on it.
Like see shit. Okay, like let me see. Like you doing live trading, like I need to see what you see. Like when you see like okay, this is why.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I click sell. Like even like that's just how the way I learn shit. Like we play can't be the first nigga on the drill. Like, let me see everybody else do it first.
Let me see the drill. Oh, you're going to definitely see it. You're going to see it because I'm gonna call it. I'm like, look, this is. I'm like, I'm gonna say this is a trade right here. This is a trade right here. This is a trade right here. Okay, this is going to happen. That's going to happen. This is a trade right here. But what trade did I take? I'm gonna call out a bunch of them because I'm gonna just call out opportunities.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's for me. Like, I just need to see it. Like, okay, this is how you did it. This is how you did it.
Yep.
Because in theory, should always sound good in theory.
Uh huh.
But like when I see it, like I
And
wait.
then the main thing too is the waiting part, because what you don't see is the patience. This now you're gonna see it because people you go on live and it's like they expect just to get on live and it's be a bunch of trades being taken. I'm taking one, maybe two, and I'm waiting for it. I'm not trying to rush it at all. We got, even though after the 2 hours, you still got all day. And then for me, once it hit 12 o'clock Eastern time, I'm through. That's it. So I just wait for it. And it's Friday too. I'm not trying to end Friday on a bad note, but I do see that high.
Friday, 95 degrees. Nigga ain't got a nigga, and a nigga ain't got me. That what you said, Tony?
Nah, man, I'm married. Okay,
I'm
so
seeing
look.
a little bit of consolidation. I'm seeing some
So
push down.
see how I put this high here now? So now that consolidation is inside of a discount. And now it's coming back down. So this is that inversion here. This is that confirmation. This is that 5 minute confirmation right here. Right there. So you want to see how price is going to play out here. The only thing I like about this confirmation is that partial of it is inside of a premium. So do with it as you please. Let me see. I need to take some of the stuff off my screen. Let me take this off. That off. That off. That off. And the good thing is too, it's still above the confirmation. Consolidation. So we got this hourly. Keep that on the hourly here. Because you want it to come back into a discount. So if you take it too early, we just took out this high here. That mug come smack, come all the way down and take out this low. So that initial stop loss is what, 24 points. So right now I'm just measuring everything. That's that 15-minute imbalance there. What would that be? That would be at least, say, 1 or 2 there. 30 points to get 60. 1 or 2, yeah. What time is that? So 12 o'clock there. Okay. Let's see how that sets up. Watch that 15-minute. You see that 15-minute, that initial low is right at the consolidation low. So about 35 points. If you can wait for it to dig inside of it, be cool too.
That'll be cool too. That'll be dope.
I'm not saying nada. Okay. 30 minutes to that hour close.
What
Patience
screen are you
pays.
on, Win?
I'm on three of them. I'm on 15, 1 hour, and five. Five is to the left. Hour is top right, and then 15 minutes bottom right. Excuse me. Oh man, come on, Mark.
Ooh. 'Cause waiting is the hardest part.
100%. Like, like if I'm not live, like when I'm waiting, I just go do other stuff. Like I won't even be on the computer. I just set my alarm and then wait for my alarm to hit. Because when I'm on the computer, that's what it does. It entices you to take stuff early. But I want to show you guys the patience part because that's what everybody gonna deal with. Trading is the trading part gonna be easy. Well, simple, not easy. Let me not say easy. Say simple. But the patience part, that's hard.
Yeah. I think that's why a nigga like trading on the 1 minute, because you can see that shit going minute by minute, brick by brick.
True, that's even worse. Because if that's the case, you can go down to a 5 second and look at brick by brick. But that's even worse.
Not on trading view though.
Not on TradingView. You can, but you have to pay for it.
Yeah. I know TradingView wouldn't let me look at the. I was trying to look at gold, look at on a daily time frame. It wouldn't let me, and it wouldn't let me do it.
Gold? Should have.
It was weird. That's what I'm saying. It was weird.
Yeah, should have. Dip down. Dip, 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 dip down.
It's John Wick. Try to look at my shit and your shit at the same time.
Hmm.
I don't want to be fumble around, drop my phone while I'm trying to catch a play.
It'd be ideal if it just wicked down super hard and deep into this confirmation and then closed above the body closed above this 15-minute imbalance. But that could happen.
You say anything's possible.
Oh, anything's possible for sure. But one thing I ain't doing, I ain't rushing.
Them hoes is wick. Them hoes is wicky than a bitch too.
Uh-huh.
I'm on the 5 minute. Oh, super wicky.
But theoretically, it did touch it.
Yeah.
I'm just not risking that much. Foul, foul.
So you waiting for it to wick in there and get
Yeah,
to
I
a
wanted to wick down inside it some more. I'm not trying to risk that much.
discount?
Huh?
You waiting for it to get to a discount?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or am I? Was I taking that trade? I don't know, man.
I don't know what you was. I don't know what you was thinking. I don't know
Mmm.
why you wanted to dip into the premium. I guess I mean that's what you, if you're on a premium, you would get on a buy. I mean
Yep.
on a discount.
Cause think
You
about
would
it.
take a sale.
it bounced off of the confirmation, but it's in the premium. And that's a rule set in stone. If it was higher time frame, like this was higher time frame, cool. You might let it rock, but that's lower time frame. Gotta have stricter rules. Otherwise, it's a wild child, and it got hand real fast. Let me,
Get out hand real fast.
man, what? Let me turn this off real quick. Homework. Let me see, 3 minutes. Yep. Lord said it right there. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, they are.
That time frame you got to the left is 5 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. That shit look a little different to me.
Yeah.
I'd had a little wick right there at the confirmation. I was like, where the fuck's that my little baby wick at?
Little baby wick.
John.
Little John wick.
Little baby candle. Where's the little baby candle? The one that created the motherfucking imbalance.
Let's see. So we got it bounced off of it, and we got this Sibi right here as a ceiling. So I can use that to continue drawing down, or it's gonna break above that and continue up. And if it did that, and then you had this trade and it didn't go into discount, I could care less. You gotta be like that. Otherwise, you'd be taking anything. And then the thing is too with this trade is the risk. So if it was to come down into this and dig down into that discount, then you can have a smaller risk based off the initial stop loss. So that was, right, it would have been 22 points going for 60. So that's a 1 to 3. But it's in the premium.
What's the premium?
Yep.
Yeah.
Rules is rules, man. Hey, sometimes rules are broken, but today I'm not breaking no rules. That's all.
And just because it didn't dip into it, but it did touch it.
Yeah, it touched it for sure. Like when it touches it, that's my trade. But I'm not taking it because it's in a discount. I mean, it's in a premium. Now the whole imbalance is in a discount. Mm-hmm. Yep. Rules is rules, man.
That's crazy.
What happened? Oh, let's see. Because you got to think about it. Look at the hour. The hour still has 21 minutes left. So it pulled back with that long wick, but the candle ain't closed yet. That can very much pull right back up.
I just got the jam. I'm like, damn. And that bitch pushing up.
Mm-hmm. Right off the confirmation.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm out of that bitch. You got $23.
Hey, that's you, man. Listen, I told you. I told you. I'm gonna show you what I see, and I'm gonna show you what I see. Like this, is what the stream about. I'm gonna show you what I see, and as I see it, based off what you see, is it suitable for you? I'm waiting for a discount. That's perfectly fine with me. If you took it, if you seen the premium, you seen it in the premium, but you still like that confirmation, you took it. That's your trade. It's still the rules are still there. It's just one rule that I didn't like for myself, and that's perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
I got it kind of late, and when it wicked all the way. If I would have stayed in that bitch, I would have got. See how the candle closed with no wick on top. It wicked up. That's how it wicked higher than. I mean, like it was at $40. I was like, and it came back down to 20 something.
Uh huh.
Let's get out of there. And I hate that with about like that little. I guess it's like probably like milliseconds is off. Like so you click it. Like say you unless you have it set like to close at a
Uh
certain
huh.
thing, it's not gonna.
Yeah.
It might say $75, but when you clicked it, it was like it was $60. Like man,
Mm-hmm.
get tired of this motherfucking trader bait. I mean trader view.
Yeah.
For $10,
Be,
I know it.
because for me, well, my trades, I'm trying to risk a certain amount per trade. So I'm probably going to be more lenient or more strict on my rules than you probably will. Like 22 point risk or a 60 point gain. That's a 1 to 3. So either you're looking for the 1 to 3, or you're waiting. But for me, it has to be in a discount because time and time again, I done took trades that been in premium and then it goes up a little bit and then it wicks down super hard. Now, could that be the case today? No. But that's the thing about the stream. I don't want to come on and say buy here, sell here. I literally want you to see how it plays out because that's what helped me the most. It wasn't the fact that I was able to take trades. I was able to see what happened and what I could have did better, what I didn't do good enough, what I didn't wait for, and then I perfect that. And then you're building on that. Just watch. Just watch 4 weeks. 4 weeks from now, watch the difference. Because I want you guys to see that part, and you're gonna see how it progresses slowly but surely because your patience is built. And then let's say you're trying to trade a small account and you had for 2 3 trades you built patience up, and then you had one trade that was a banger and you were emotionally there for it because you wasn't dealing with wicking back and forth in and out of trades, and now that trade gives you triple what you were trying to get from the first 2 3 trades. That's how price always happens. So for me, I love 1 to 3s. But if it's not where I want it to be at, I will just simply wait, and I'm okay with sitting on my hands. Perfectly fine, because I will take 1 or 2 trades the whole week, seeing trades all week. It depends on which ones I like, because I'm not eager to take them. I'm trying to get the proper trade. Now I can go on in 1 minute and take trades all day, 15 seconds take trades all day, but what good is that doing you? So it's definitely it's definitely a habit. It's a habit I had because I wasn't following my rules for a long time. A long time, I would say like a couple of years, and I had rules and I wasn't following them. I was always breaking, and then I realized like, shoot, you always breaking them because you ain't listening to yourself. You didn't got up this whole plan and you ain't doing the plan.
They said, what the fuck do I know? Why would I listen to me?
Why listen to me?
Why would I listen to me?
Yeah, man. I gotta set rules. I got to. Like I like that trade. I bounced right up the confirmation. We had the inversion. We waited for it. It made it. It came back down to it. It tapped it, and now it's pushing up. Cool.
And it did exactly what you say it's gonna do, but you did just the fact that it didn't hit the premium,
Yeah.
even though the model was there, you
Uh
didn't
huh.
want to take it.
Yeah, I didn't want to take it because it wasn't in discount. Now the trade is in discount. I mean, the whole imbalance is in discount. So theoretically, you technically can say it is in discount, but I want the actual entry to be in discount. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And if let's say,
It's gonna play. It's gonna play
let's
out the same
say,
way. Don't you worry about that.
let's say this next candle, something crazy happened, and it not even crazy happened. It just wicked down super hard, and then it goes into a discount, and let's say I got in. If I got in and then it went down to my initial stop loss and it hit it and I got stopped out, I wouldn't be mad at all. I wouldn't be like, man, I should have took it earlier. I could care less because the losses don't phase you. Like you'll realize out of 10 trades, as long as you be consistent with those trades and consistent with your rules, if you're shooting for a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, you're always going to come out on top every single time. Unless if you took that played in my mind so many times, and it's like it was like a no brainer. It's like okay, 10 trades, five trades a day. I mean, one trade a day for 2 weeks. Out of 10 trades, if I lose 7 of them, all it takes is 3 trades to bring me back break even plus 3.
Yeah.
So out of 2 weeks, can you have 3 good trades? Yes. Are you going to have 7 bad trades? Probably not if you follow the model. So that's how I look at it. So, but if I start messing with the plan and trying to like deviate from what I'm supposed to do, then it throws me all the way off, and then I'm just out of whack. And then I get out of whack one day, and then it goes into the next day, and then it's like, oh, take a break,
Yeah.
take a day off.
That's why I stepped away. I was like, man, I can't do
Yeah,
this shit.
you got to, you have to. That's important. That's definitely important to step away, regroup, kind of think things through. Okay, and then, but when you're stepping away, you want to step away with a purpose. Don't step away because you're like frustrated or angry. Like step away with purpose. Okay, let me figure out what's going on. Let me just not focus on the market. Let me focus on me right now. See what's wrong with me. Okay, cool. Gotta fix this. I gotta fix that. My temper too bad, or I get frustrated too fast. I get down in the dumps too quick. Like, why is that? Okay, it's probably because it's self-inflicting. Why is it self-inflicting? Because I probably didn't follow my rules that I already had, that I did back test every single day. Now I'm not following them. Okay, I'm self-inflicting myself. So now you got to fix that. And I was doing that every single day. So like all them recordings on my phone, like voice memos and stuff like that, that's all I was telling myself. Like you're not even following your own plan you made. And this is when I didn't have a model. I was just trading. I still had a plan, even though I didn't have a model. So now we got that busy. So like let's say if I was in this trade, that busy would either confirm that it wants to continue, or price is going to pull back to go sweep that low. If it breaks it, sweep the low, go into a discount to push right back up. What time is it?
I mean,
Oh snap!
sometimes I'll be looking at this shit like, did my shit freeze?
Oh yeah, oh,
Candle
because it's moving so slow.
Yeah. I see the ticker still going. I'm like, okay, well, the ticker's still going, so.
Yeah, this is a slow market, man. Now think about it. Compared to the market, it's been a last couple of days, well, last couple of months, and compared to comparison to now, it's a totally different market. So if you're coming into the mindset with the market that it was before, now, no way. If you're looking forward to push 100 points real quick, that's out.
Yeah, we talked about that, though. Remember, it's like it gets slow around in summertime?
Yeah, remember I was telling you, I told you that shoot months ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, it jump in the fall because that's when the
Mm.
fiscal year starts. That's when everybody gets funded. All the
Uh-huh. And then you got all this tech coming out, all these new technology and all the other stuff comes out quarterly, and then you got the quarterly earnings after that. So that's when you get starts pumping, the market start pumping again. And then like towards Christmas, it could be like a flip flop. Either you have volume or you don't.
yeah.
Yep. But in the summertime, you want to just be slow, chill. You want to be jumping to conclusion on anything, taking trades just because. Like, nah, wait for it, man. Every single time.
You say you're teaching tonight? You doing
Yep.
8 to 10?
Yep. 8 to 10.
Shit, I
Yeah.
might want to do 6 to 8. Yeah.
No, he good with 8 to 10. That's all I was telling him. If he want to change time, he can. But I'm going for sure to probably tomorrow. I just don't know what time.
You'll go at night.
I might go in the morning. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym, and then after the gym, I'll probably come home, chill. I'm supposed to go see that movie tomorrow,
Which one?
the F1 movie.
That. Yeah, it come out tonight. Or you can't stay up late.
Yeah, I can't see. I'm out. I'm gonna be knocked out. I'm gonna be knocked out for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Grill, still, it's in the theaters right now.
Yeah, that's what Charles told me this morning. I'm like, damn, I forgot. He's like, yeah, anytime a movie come out, Thursdays is out.
Yeah, so like if they do that shit now, after you're live, after you catch your trade, you go to movies. You ain't got
Oh,
nothing else to do.
it's on right now? Oh no, that's out. I got so much stuff I gotta do. Whole lot, man.
Don't you
Fix
not?
this.
Don't.
Fix this stream. I got a consultation today. I'm gonna have a new student, two new students next week. Um, I gotta get Streamlabs instead of OBS. Then I'm going to Best Buy Want to get another mic. I got an aux cord. What else? Yeah, that's about it. And then
that sound about 2 hours worth of work.
2 hours? Nah. Heck no. I wish. Sure, I wish.
How do you knock that out?
I'm slow motion, man.
You go to Best Buy, you get the mic and aux cord at the same place.
Yeah, I could. And then once I do that, I'm on the ball. I'm using my time. I'm using my time wisely.
That drain, all you need is a goddamn 316 wrench. Tighten that screw, get about that.
316 wrench. Oh man. I said, if peer pressure was a person, it'd be Rhino.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want you to have a good time.
100%. It's all in good. It's all in love, man.
Yeah, I don't call that pipe wrench a monkey wrench no more.
Uh-huh.
What you call it? Because they call it monkey wrench because the black man invented it. I swear to God.
The pipe wrench?
Yeah, you know they call it a monkey wrench. Like you never know why they call it a monkey wrench.
No, I never knew.
Yeah, the heavyweight champion. What's his name? The old one from a long time ago.
Anyway,
Not Joe Jackson. It's
George Foreman?
like he's like the first. No, he's the first black heavyweight.
Oh, first black. Oh, I have no clue.
His name is like Joe Jackson or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Frazier?
What'd you say?
Joe Frazier?
Joe Frazier.
No, his name is. Oh, let me get my Googles out.
My Googles.
Let me get my Googles out. Jack Johnson, that's his name.
Jack Johnson. Okay.
Yeah, he invented the pipe wrench. That's why they call it a monkey wrench.
I never called it a monkey wrench. And we used to use them all the time.
Yeah, like monkey. You do a monkey wrench in the plan, like. That's why they like. What they call? I never knew why they called it monkey wrench. That's why.
Got you. Learn something new every day. Rhino facts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a button for Rhino facts. Okay, they're gonna push down. Look, my Google popped up. Ain't that something? All right. There we go. There it is. That's why whenever you have it and it doesn't go to discount, it's kind of like, I don't know. That's how I feel. That's how I feel every time. You have to be okay with missing it, and you have to be okay with taking it and being stopped out. You have to be. If you don't, then you're always going to deal with that same exact issue of taking it. Oh, it didn't go my way. It didn't go the way I wanted. Dang, I thought I had it. Blah, 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 blah. No. Take it as it is, man. Take what the market can give you, but do it the right way.
I'm within the shit. You're definitely within now.
Get in there. Yeah. Watch how the movement as it plays out.
I'm watching it.
Everybody texting me. Want to get next to me. Yeah. All right. Dang. Look at that. Look at that.
Just like he drew it up.
Like a mad scientist.
They got in a little late, but it's all right.
I'm trying to tell you, been spooked too many times. Like I said, you see how it wicked real fast and then went down in there and then came back out. That's a good sign because it's showing immediate rejection. Now, when it's like this and you're watching as it's playing out, that's when I'll go to 1 minute and then see as it's progressing. Because just because it's pulling back up, don't mean it can't drop back down.
Okay, hold turn blue.
That's what you want to do. Turn blue. Bing, bong. Bing, bong. That's what you wanted to do. You want to turn blue.
That's what you want to do. Turn blue.
That's it.
Oh no, it's putting the wrong way.
Yep. The market does what it wants. Now, what I'm looking at right now is the midpoint of this wick. Trying to see how price is going to close at it. 22,763. Oh, man.
It's still pushing down.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Look at that hourly candle. It's a huge wick. And there's 3 minutes left till that wick is closed. And it goes into the next hour.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That bitch all wick.
So even though you have the 5 minute telling you something, what is the higher time frame telling you?
It ain't worth the fuck.
You gotta see how it plays out. So it's all about your risk. How much are you willing to risk to see if this plays out? That's how you want to look at each and every trade. Okay, this is my trade setup. How much am I willing to risk to see if this plays out?
$1 million.
$1 million. I'm gonna see how this 5 minute gonna close. Still got 2 minutes left. There she goes. That thing gonna try to dig into that discount. And think about it, and also remember, it can wick that initial stop loss and go right back up.
Yeah. What's up, bitch? It's crazy, Tony. I ain't gonna lie to
Uh huh.
I'm about to click it. It wicked right exact like at the top of that. You see where that imbalance is?
Which one?
I was about to put a stop. The one that you got marked up for the confirmation. At the
Okay.
top of that, I was just about. I swear, I got the fucking line right there. I was
Uh
about to
huh.
push stop, and right before I clicked it, it wicked into it real quick. I said, I get mad as a motherfucker with it. Right when I got in there and closed out. God damn, let me play for a little bit. God damn, let me think I know what I'm doing a little bit.
Swear. That's the market, man. That's the market for you.
Yeah. I swear to God, I was just about to click it, like, cause I got in that 758. I was like,
Hmm.
I'm gonna just risk 10 points. Nigga, that bitch was right there. I know you motherfucker.
You dirty
Oh, that'd
dog.
be great. I was just about to click it, and it just wicked it. It didn't fucking stay in there. It
Yeah.
just wicked and got up out of there.
I can see it digging back down though. Maybe one more time.
Don't say that, Tony.
No, I can.
I just said don't say that, Tony.
I'm sorry, man.
I know you got killer scoop. No, I
You
know you
got
want to whip me out right now.
you see that? You see that? This middle candle, the midpoint of the candle I got marked up, it closed below it, so I can see it still going down. If it would have closed above it, I could see it going back up. But
It whipped me out. I told you he was gonna do it up.
it makes you out. What you get in at? You shouldn't get wicked out to here.
88.
So look,
I just risked 10 points. I only risked 10 points.
if this your trade and you looking for this, then either you have a stop loss here, and you can't do a 1 or 3. You can't do a 1 or 3 because it's out of your initial stop loss. So you have to do a 1 or 2. So your stop loss should be here.
Oh shit! See, I only risked 10 points. I was like, let me see. I thought I was gonna do bounce off that bitch. I was like, okay. I look at your model like, okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
that bitch kept pushing down. It said, fuck what you talking about, Ryan. You don't know what you're doing.
And you gotta be patient, man.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was in that bitch and I just put my stop loss early.
Got you.
I'm like, I want the bitch to take 50 points. Like, come on, man. I can't be risking 50.
Can't be risking 50.
Yeah. So when that bitch just down, weak me out.
We got 50. We got 14 minutes left till I'm gonna cut the stream. I'm gonna still watch it though, but probably not. I'm watching my phone. Talk to the little one.
You can have it at 10:15.
Yeah, yeah, because that'll be 11:15 Eastern time. So going towards lunch. But you'll see, like right now, like a couple months ago, this thing would have been to go. But it's the market we in, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yep. I done been in this type of market too many times. You have it be high rolling, pushing super hard, and then boom. Now you dealing with I ain't going nowhere. It ain't doing this, it ain't doing that. Yeah, because the market just being the market. So you got to know what type of market you in. Otherwise, you gonna get barbecued every single time.
Yeah. Call me brisket, nigga. I'm getting. They put my ass on that grill, boy.
Call me brisket.
Call me brisket, nigga. Goddamn, baby back ribs, nigga. They put my ass on that grill. Korean barbecue, nigga.
Oh man. Okay. 2 minutes left to this 5-minute close. We got a rejection, pushing it back into a premium. Let's see it go above 763. If it does, you gonna be sick if it give you a crazy push up. You hear that background music?
It's probably from me. I'm at the gym.
No, no. I'm just saying on the stream. So I got background music now. I didn't have it yesterday.
Oh no, not really.
Okay. Let me see. I might turn it up a little bit. See if y'all hear it. Okay, you should be able to hear it now. What? For real?
I got my headphones in too.
Let me see. You hear that?
A little bit.
You hear it now? It's low. Huh? It sounds extremely loud in my headphones.
It's low right now.
It's low. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me see. How that sound like that?
That's better.
So that's good like that. Okay. So is that a good volume to have it at? Or should I do it lower? Okay. Okay, yeah. That's crazy. I thought y'all heard it the whole time. Wow. Well, learned that one. It's always this streaming stuff, man. It's always been learned. For sure. See, now it's loud and I can't hear y'all. Let me see. Yeah, like for me right now, it's loud and I can't hear y'all. Oh, right now, you sick. That trade pushing up. I'm gonna turn it down right now. Wait, say it again? I turn it down. I'm already up. I'm up 7. No. I'm about to close it though. Hey, I'm satisfied. but you see what we planned the whole thing out. And the only thing we waiting on now, the only thing we see now is this imbalance right here that it could potentially sit at, and then this can keep it to the downside. If it break that, it's gone. If it break it, it's gone.
Push it, bitch. Like salt and pepper. Push it real good.
Go ahead with your bad self.
What you on the 3-minute time frame?
Same time frame, 5 minutes, the whole entire time.
They rejected my order. I wonder why. I put it for 2.
Mm-hmm.
I put 2 contracts and it rejected my trade.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, it's coming back down real good.
Yeah. It calls for a retracement, slight retracement.
What do you say?
I've been down before. Hey, working up a sweat. You know what I've been doing nothing. Oh man. I'm gonna say right now. Look, that's what we're looking at right now. Already had that one. And we had that one.
Candles loading. Come on, baby, stay up.
I see this woman. Once one minute, hold up. You got out? Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh yeah. You gotta wait. It got a ways to go now. Price being price. That's all it's doing. Go back to a 3 minute. I took off half. I don't like the rejection. Man, I gotta fix this music. That's crazy why it's low for y'all. It's not super loud for me. Let me just do this then. Because I know how I cannot hear it. I'm gonna have to just not hear it. Put it back to where it was. Y'all still here? You hear it now? That's crazy. Okay. Let's figure it out. Hey, you hear that sound right now? Bring me my money. Let's see. Hey, man. Hey, be like that. Yeah. Literally, I waited till it dipped down. My entry was 748. So that is somewhere. What's 48? Here. So I only risked 13 points in this trade. So I'm at a 1 and 3 already. So I'm actually want to close. Closing out now. Yeah, I was in it the whole time. I closed half. I just closed out the whole thing right now. I'm done. So I caught my 1 to 3 still. Because 1 to 3 was 39 points. So 48 to close out here. So yeah. And that's it for me. And the only reason is because of this roadblock right here. I want to see it blast through that. And it didn't. So price can very much just do this. Bing, 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 bing. Now it could just boom, boom, and then do that. That's what I wanted to see. It didn't do that. So small risk, big gain, and no bueno, no more bueno. Now this candle is still not done yet. This is on 3 minute, and then you got 5 minute here. And then if you look at this candle, you got the midpoint of this one. So that's that 5 minute. Look, I'm gonna leave y'all with this too. You have that, but you also have this 5 minute floor. So price can very much go to that 5 minute floor, but it can break it and so take that as you will. That's gonna be the end of the stream. I appreciate y'all for coming, and we're gonna be back at it Monday for same time. I'm thinking about going 15 minutes earlier. I'm not sure yet. I'll figure that out. But I want to do a stream tomorrow. I got to figure out the time. So like I say, once I get everything together, it's just slowly but surely coming together. And we're going to kill it. So I'll see y'all guys tomorrow or Monday. And let's get to it. All right, my guys.